Smart contract launch for the Cardano ADA holders. Cardano has performed exceedingly well this year, despite dropping over 34% from its peak of $2.3091 on May 15th to $1.52 on June 16th. It concluded 2020 at 17.53 cents, so Cardano's rise so far in 2021 is a gain of 768%. That's pretty impressive, but crypto, given its popularity, has a great chance of reaching its previous peak. Hi Cardano lovers, welcome to Cardano Land, your daily dose of Cardano. If you're interested in everything around Cardano, this is the place for you. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more Cardano news. And let us know in the comments how much you think Cardano will cost next year, month or week. Let's get to it. Cardano is an innovative contract platform that concentrates on competing with similar platforms such as Ethereum. It's regarded as a third-generation cryptocurrency, as it does not use proof-of-work (POW) to validate its blockchain transactions. In other words, unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, it does not need hash mining to receive its transactions. Cardano's proof-of-stake POS system is where Ethereum is headed. Cardano's system, called Ouroboros, is based on a proof-of-stake validation. Therefore, it does not apply anywhere near the level of electricity that digital mining does. Recently, Cardano started launching smart contracts. It was created by Input-Output Hong Kong IOHK, a company established by Charles Hoskinson, who is one of Cardano's founders, to do Cardano blockchain R&D. This was a component of a testnet upgrade for the Cardano blockchain, Alonzo. The importance of this is that this will eventually point to the development of new decentralized applications. This could also make way for decentralized finance DeFi apps, which have begun to take the crypto world by storm. For example, the Wall Street Journal recently wrote that the DeFi phenomenon is helping to fuel the crypto market boom. Here is how popular they are. Assets deposited as collateral on DeFi platforms, a measure identified as total value locked, have risen to more than $100 billion, of which about $64 billion is on Ethereum. With different incentive systems and programming languages, only time will tell which one will prevail, Ethereum or Cardano.
Which one?
Mathematician and co-founder of Ethereum Charles Hoskinson started Cardano in 2017. His goal was to build a fast and scalable blockchain. Thanks to its proof-of-stake POS consensus mechanism, this has been the case. It presented much faster transactions at nominal fees compared to Ethereum. However, it lacked a key ingredient: smart contract capability. Smart contracts dApps propelled Ethereum to its second rank after the juggernaut that is Bitcoin. The sponsors of Cardano, principally the Cardano Foundation and IOHK, want to support Cardano dApps to get in on this vast market. Cardano is playing catch-up here, but the sponsors expect to catch up. For example, based in Zurich, the Cardano Foundation recently appointed its first CEO, Frederick Griegard, in September last year. This was to initiate the smart contract Goguen rollout effort. The bottom line is that if its smart contract usage takes off, the number of Cardano users will increase dramatically. That will solely serve to push the ADA token price higher as well. Right now, Cardano is the world's fifth largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. It has a market value of $48.69 billion. That puts it two crypto standings after Ethereum, which has a market cap of $282 billion as of June 16th. In a September 2020 interview, Charles Hoskinson announced his vision is to make it a global financial operating system. It will instantly scale up as new addresses are added with the launch of its innovative contract capability. As per a report earlier this year, Cardano made an all-time high in active wallet addresses and the number of transactions per day. This was confirmed and updated by another report in March that stated that Cardano now has over 500,000 unique wallet addresses, proliferating. In other words, even though Ethereum has a market value which is more significant than 5 times greater than Cardano, that is $248 billion versus $48 billion, its address count is only 20% greater, which is 600,000 versus 500,000. This indicates that Cardano should be much higher than $48 billion right now. This is a significant reason why Cardano price is gonna double over the coming year, significantly as its smart contract usage rises. A saving grace for Cardano was that Ethereum's development into POS has been postponed many times, leaving the space wide open for competition. this year, we're witnessing the direct competitors clashing. However, Ethereum has made great efforts to make it scalable and affordable, with the Berlin fork previously finalized and London hard fork scheduled for July. In the meantime, Cardano smart contracts should be starting the Cardano testnet by the end of this month. Here's a brief recap of Cardano's roadmap progress. Alonzo's anticipation increases ADA's price. Codenamed Alonzo, the smart contract implementation into Cardano's blockchain has undoubtedly impacted its native token ADA. Last week, ADA cryptocurrency gained its ATH at $1.77. The initial boost of 270% came in February, in the hope of March's Mary hard fork. This successful upgrade caused multi-asset native tokens to the Cardano blockchain, alongside the foundation to transact different fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens. Within the framework of Cardano's roadmap, the forthcoming Alonzo hard fork is somewhere in the middle, indicating the departure from the Shelley era, with Allegra hard fork at the end of 2020 and entering into the Goguen era. The innovative contract platform is named Plutus, after a character in Greek mythology. Zeus blinded him so that he could distribute his gifts without prejudice. On the other hand, Alonzo's name comes from the American mathematician Alonzo Church, who lived for almost a century. Given that Hoskinson himself is a mathematician, Church's lambda calculus is no coincidence. Moreover, Cardano smart contracts use the Haskell programming language, which originates from lambda calculus principles. Plutus intelligent contracts are much more reliable than Ethereum's, according to the platform. This alone should provide Cardano a new wave of investors. After all, since 2019, DeFi exploits have cost investors around $284 million. Likewise, the interface for performing smart contracts will provide developers little room for ambiguity. As illustrated by the exodus from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain, with PancakeSwap supplanting Uniswap, there's a high demand for DeFi dApps. Unfortunately, as of press time, Ethereum's average transaction fee is still excruciatingly high. If Cardano had implemented intelligent contracts at the beginning of the year, it would now be in a better position. As it stands, both Cardano and Ethereum are managing their upgrades only a few months apart. However, Cardano already established its blockchain inroads in undeveloped markets such as Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. It's primarily used for tracking goods. These include logistics in the agricultural and trading sectors. One of its largest partners made that happen, Imergo. Just recently, the global consultancy company supported the Cardano Foundation to deal with Ethiopia's government. IOHK, the research organization building Cardano blockchain, is set to service 5 million Ethiopian students. It intends to track their performance in a non-fungible manner via Cardano blockchain ID. While such projects are obliged to expand Cardano's usage and increase ADA's price, they may falter compared to Ethereum in the end. After all, unlike Ethereum, Cardano has a system in which ADA holders vote on transaction fees, rather than leaving it to dynamic market forces. Lastly, despite growing up to 7th rank, Cardano ADA cannot catch up with Ethereum's much larger dev pool and network effect. Cardano's roadmap will turn to Alonzo White and Alonzo Purple after the first phase launch of smart contract capabilities. Cardano ADA was trading at the $1.52 price mark after witnessing a change of about 1.5% in the past 24 hours. The program's point was to create a baseline so that when Alonzo comes, there is a cohort of people to go and play around with it and run code, like what we seeded with the first incentivized testnet for the development of stake pool operators. So, now that the program is getting to an end, the first step is to roll a chunk of those Plutus pioneers, the high performers, alongside 8 different development companies into an alpha testnet. And the point of this is to make sure that all the integrations are right and run actual Plutus code on the system. And it's an acid test and a dry run to understand better if everything is accurate. There are 8 development companies incorporating IOHK that came in on fixed cost contracts. Their mission is to go and write Plutus code and build Plutus applications as tests and tutorials to get a more excellent pedagogical knowledge of all the design patterns and techniques and common bugbears and so forth. This is essentially what's happening in the next 30 days. Once stability has been accomplished and the network's looking solid, the plan is for IOHK to upgrade the public testnet through a hard fork combinator event to run all the Alonzo stuff. After this has been working for, say, a few days, IOHK will start discussions with integration partners, which are exchanges, wallets, custodians, and anybody else who's running Cardano infrastructure at the moment. Also, the next wave of Plutus people will be rolled into that public testnet, and the goal is to provide enhanced support. And finally, as we get close to the end of the last 30-day period, the purpose for IOHK is to start having that reasonable conversation of strategy for when and how to do a hard fork combinator. And that's all for today's video, guys. Note that we are not financial advisors, and so always make sure to do your wide spectrum research before investing in crypto. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time at Cardano Land.